And welcome back, man. MMA Sphere. Back at it again with another banger coming today. I've been cooking. I'm on my early morning drive to work here. You know, just getting after it. No big deal, really. And it's fight week, man. 318, Dustin the Diamond Poirier, Max Holloway. Getting after it, man. But I wanted to go through. You know, I know it's a non-title fight this weekend, but I wanted to go through my end of 2025 predictions for every single champion. We'll go through every division, starting off with flyweight. Alexandre Pantoja. Yeah, I mean, he's coming off a great win at 317. Submitted Kai Kara France, I think, in round 3. He's just looking more and more dominant every single fight. And I'm going to say he probably has one more fight this year. Okay, if we're being realistic. I mean, I know Pantoja, he's not the most active, but he's like consistent with 1 to maybe 2 fights a year, depending on how it like lines up. So I'm going to say he fights one more time at the end of the year, probably December. And it's looking like it's going to be Joshua Van, especially because Joshua Van wants to stay active because he's just an absolute gritty dog like that, you know? But yeah. I don't know, dude. It's a tough matchup to predict. I'm kind of surprised people aren't hopping on the Joshua Van hype train after that, if I'm being real. But I'm going to say Pantoja wins that. I'm going to say, I mean, dude, I think his grappling is ridiculous. Even though Joshua Van's takedown defense is so good, I don't know how much that's going to play a factor when it's a 5-round fight against Pantoja, who just literally seems like he doesn't fade at all. Underrated cardio, I will say, from Pantoja. So I'm going to say he stays 2025 champ and ends the year as the flyweight UFC champion. I'm going to say he gets one more title defense against Joshua Van. But I'm going to say that's a decision. And I'm going to say it's low-key, like, I can see people, like, raging. Like, oh, nah, man, Van got robbed. I can see that. I can see it, man. All right? So that's flyweight. Moving on to bantamweight, man. Merab Dvalishvili. He said they're actually, the UFC is actually going to let him choose his next opponent. It's looking like Corey Sandhagen. I think that's all. I think that's all Merab's got left. You know, people he wants to fight 2 more times this year, but geez, cop right there. I don't even know if it's illegal to No, it's not illegal to talk on your phone, is it? Chat, is it illegal to talk on your phone? Driving? No. But no, Merab, he says he wants to fight a few more times this year. Man, I'm going to say dude, I don't know, dude. I'm going to say he slides one more time this year. Okay? I'm going to say, and then I'll say he fights in January because he's usually an early year kind of guy anyway. He fought at 311 in January. So I'm going to say he fights one more year and then early 2026. But just looking at 2025, it should be Corey Sandhagen next. And I am going to say, maybe this is a hot take, I'm going to say this is Merab's toughest fight he's had since Cejudo. Now, obviously, Cejudo, he still won 2 out of 3 rounds dominated him. But I'm going to say Corey is really underrated, in my opinion. All right? He's got some really sneaky good defensive grappling that I think matches up with Merab pretty well. And then striking-wise, Corey's better. So I'm going to say that goes the distance, but I will see it. I'll say Merab wins a unanimous decision, 48-47 against Corey Sandhagen. But I'm going to say Corey surprises a lot of people in that. Yeah, so, and then I'd like to see him fight 2 more times. I'm going to only say he fights 1 more time at the end of the year, and it's just Corey Sandhagen. Maybe early 2026 we see a little, who could be in that mix? Maybe we could see probably a little Peter Yan after he mauls Maniac McGee, man. Hey, I don't know, though. Don't sleep on Marcus, man. Don't sleep on Marcus, all I'm saying. But yeah, all right, bantamweight. Moving on. Featherweight, the featherweight division. The featherweight division is our glorious king, our GOAT, Alexander Volkanovski. Alexander Volkanovski, what do I think will happen with him? Here is what I think. Everyone's kind of up in arms about it. They're saying, oh my gosh, Yair is going to get the title shot. I think otherwise, actually. But I think Volkanovski is actually going to sit out until the end of the year, towards the end of the year. I'm going to say Volkanovski beats Evloev. All right? I don't, maybe I'm being a little lame here with all these champs, but this is kind of an underdog pick, I think. Evloev's undefeated. He's got a ton of momentum, but he's got this weird thing where he's not unbeatable looking. Like there's a code that can be cracked to beat Movsar, I think. I think Aljo kind of showed the blueprint there, and I think Volkanovski kind of has the skill to replicate that. He's good. He is good grappling, and he really didn't have to use it against Lopez, but man, that Craig Jones camp, they doing a little something over there. I'm gonna say it's a split decision. Alexander Volkanovski takes it. Maybe as a little oh please, dear God, please make this happen. Maybe in a little co-main event to JDM Islam. God, yes. But dude, I don't even know what I would do if that happened. But I'm gonna say Volkanovski beats Evloev, and that's gonna wrap up his 2025. So far, we have Pantoja, Merab, and Volk all staying champs. Lightweight division, nothing's changing. I'll tell you right now, nothing is changing. Ilia Topuria, you little weasel. Nah, man, he's staying champ. This guy's, I'm in awe. I'm just in awe. And maybe that's glazed, but hey, it's deserving for this guy. I'm going to say he goes against Paddy Pimblett. People are saying it should be Armin. I'm saying I'm extremely strong that it should be Armin, okay? I think everyone kind of knows that, but it won't be. So it won't. It just won't. Paddy, Ilya, I'm saying Ilya's going to knock him out. Scouses don't get knocked out, but Scouser hasn't gone against Ilia Topuria yet. Oh! That's a bar! Don't play with me. But yeah, so Ilya staying champ. 155 and down, everyone's staying champ. Moving up, the welterweight division. Jack Della Maddalena. Listen, kid, let me tell you about this guy. Bedtime MMA having a field day here. JDM Islam is the next fight. They've announced that. They just have not announced when. I would literally... All right, I gotta pause, okay? I'd lose my mind. I would literally lose my mind if JDM Islam and Volk Movsar happen on the same card. If we got a Russia versus Australia card at the end of the year. I'm taking Islam in this fight. I just think I can't. There's only one fighter on the planet that I'm never in for a second going to bet against, and that's Ilia Topuria. The only person I would question would be Islam Makhachev. those two names, nothing else. That's kind of the reason why I'm taking Islam here. All right, JDM is ridiculous. Earned a lot of respect from me after 315. But I don't know. I think Islam's just, he's got a very offensive grappling style. I think he does a lot of damage even when he's kind of grappling with you, and I think that's gonna do some damage, man. I can see an Islam finish, and I feel like people are kind of afraid to say that, but I'm not, to be honest. So I'm gonna say an Islam finish, and he finishes the year as the welterweight champ. So yes, that is right. When 2025 ends, we're gonna have Ilya as the lightweight champ and Islam as the welterweight champ. Dana, just make it happen. All right, that's all I'm saying. Make it happen. Moving on. Middleweight. Dricus du Plessis. Dricus du Plessis. He's fighting at 319 against Khamzat Chimaev. And you know what? I want to be different. I want to be different and say Dricus is going to fluke his way to a W. I don't think it's going to happen. So, yeah, no. I'm taking Khamzat Chimaev in that fight. All right? I think Khamzat's just too unstoppable, really. And until he gets... Yeah, he's... Okay, this is when you know you're literally him. You know you're him when people nitpick little rounds, okay, against Usman. Little things like that. Not entire fights and not entire performances, okay? That's when you know you're really... your championship caliber and your champion material. So I'm taking Khamzat to beat Dricus there. And I think his cardio is a little like, people got to start chilling out a little bit, okay? He did that against Usman. Everyone talks about how Usman hasn't been in the ring for so long because it was 3 years ago. Okay, well, Khamzat fought him 3 years ago. Maybe his cardio's improved a little bit. Maybe that. I don't know. Oh yeah, we don't know because he submitted Whitaker in about a minute. So I think people need to chill out. I'm sure I get it, but I think Khamzat's gonna come well prepared, and I think he's gonna put on a good performance there to get the W, all right? And then, we're not gonna see him for a very long time because that's how it is. Moving on, light heavyweight. Magomed Ankalaev, your champion right now. Okay, it's seeming like it's gonna be Alex Pereira in a rematch next, but I mean, geez, I don't know. I would have expected it to kind of be booked by now. Nah, maybe not. Maybe I'm just tripping. But Yuri's also in the mix, I guess. What's his name? Olberg is in the mix, I guess. It'll be Ankalaev Pereira too, though. And in that fight, Shum! Nah, I don't know, dude. Hey, I want Alex Pereira. I love Alex Pereira, all right? Shum, Boatan, he's my king, bruh. He's my king, day one. But I could actually see Magomed Ankalaev finishing him. And hey, this is how you know I'm unbiased, all right? Pereira's my favorite guy. He is my guy. But I didn't even think Ankalaev looked that good in the first one. And I kind of think Ankalaev knows that. Like, he's going to turn up in the next one. And I also... there's a couple trends I like to follow when picking fights. One of them is if it's a direct rematch and the first one was relatively close, that second fight's going to be a finish. And normally it's the guy that won. Okay? So I'm going to be taking Magomed Ankalaev there, and I'm going to say I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to... maybe he does fight one more time. Because he's been wanting to be active. So maybe he fights one more time. Maybe he fights Yuri. And still, dude, That'll be a tough fight to predict, actually. That'll be entertaining. Just because Yuri has this... There's a couple fighters now where, like, no matter what, they're kind of unskilled, where no matter what fight they're in, like, who their opponent is, they're going to make them worse, and they're just going to bring out, like, a brawling style in them. So I can actually see that being a good fight, but I'm still gonna lean Ankalaev, dude. I don't know. So I'm going to say Ankalaev finishes 2025 as the champ still. Moving on! Heavyweight. Tom Aspinall. I feel so good to say that, man. Looking at the heavyweight division, and we talking about Tom Aspinall as champ, man. Come on! Fire me up! Fire me up, man. Yeah, I mean, make the fight. Make the fight. It's seeming like Cyril gone, but Tom says he wants to fight 2 more times this year. So, give him Cyril Gane. I think he walks through Cyril Gane. I think Cyril Gane's kind of checked out, to be honest. I think it's so annoying that he beat Volkov. Like, it's actually, like, it's just aggravating, man. But I'm going to say he beats Cyril Gane. I'm going to say he finishes him. Imagine he finishes him faster than Jones. But no, he won't. Because, hey, that was... hey, Jones, that was ridiculous. All right? Johnny B, man. You cooked there. You cooked. But I'm going to say Aspinall walks through Cyril Gane and then fights one more time, end of the year. I really don't know, though. Because really, one win in this division right now can just, like, skyrocket you to a title shot. Like, hey, this past weekend, D-Lou. Why can't D-Lou be in that? Why can't D-Lou be in that conversation? You know why? Because he's a dog and he said, I need my wife. I need my wife. What a straight him moment, bro. Actually, what a him moment. I got to back in right here. Chat. But yeah, man, Aspinall, he's going to go against Gane, beat him, and then one more time this year. I'm trying to think. It honestly could be Derek Lewis, I feel like. Because I was looking at matchmaking Derek Lewis, and the guy's already fought everyone. He's literally fought everyone ahead of him in the rankings. He's fought Curtis Blades. You would think Curtis Blades maybe a rematch with a trilogy with Aspinall, but God, no, after that performance against Kuniev. So I really don't know, dude. Maybe Volkov, but he's already fought him. I guess it would be Almeida. Yeah, but I guess I was tweaking. I guess it would be Almeida. Almeida would probably just hold out anyways. So I'm going to say Aspinall fights Cyril Gane, finishes Cyril Gane, and then he takes on Jelton Almeida, and I'm going to say he beats him too. Aspinall's good. Aspinall's really good, but he is a little bit unproven, I feel like. So I'd like to see him in a deep fight with either Almeida or Gane, but I'm gonna say Aspinall stays as champ. All right, man. Those are all the divisions. Little recap. Heavyweight Aspinall, you staying champ, bro. Couple more defenses in 2025, and you're cooking, buddy. Light heavyweight, God, I want to say Pereira. I want it so bad. I need it for my bones, man. For my bones. But I'm gonna say Ankalaev stays there. 1 to maybe 2 more defenses. Okay, you really never know. Middleweight, I'm gonna say Hamzat beats DDP and checks out. He's gone, so he'll silently be champ. Welterweight, Islam, he'll fight one more time, and then oh my gosh, the lightweight is Ilya. Dude, please, okay, please, actually. God, that fight, that would, oh my God. I don't even want to talk about it, because it's not happening, right, guys? Right? I'm winking, just so you know. Okay, yeah, and then featherweight, Volk, yes, love that. Just fight one more, and then you're good, dude, you're good, and then fight, like, early-ish next year, and you're chilling. Bantamweight, Merab's a psycho, so I don't even know. He could fight 3 more times, but 1 to maybe 2 for me. Sandhagen, and then maybe Jan if he wins against McGee. And then flyweight Pantoja, I still got you dominating. That's a good fight, though. That's a good fight against Van. But those are my picks, guys. Let me know down below what y'all think. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow the IG. The channel's been growing, man. We've been taking off. This is low-key. This is a long video right here. We cooking in a bit. But yeah, man. I'm really trying to cook up on YT, so let me know what y'all think. What videos you want to see, and I'll catch y'all. Peace.